before you hit go on your next campaign, make sure you watch this video to the end. In fact, if you are running any Facebook ad right now, I would advise you to stop your campaign and make sure you watch this video to the end before you continue, because this video, trust me, I've looked and there's nobody online that's going to give you the tips that I'm going to give you inside this video. So please pay close attention, especially if you're someone who has learned how to run Facebook ads, you're running Facebook ads, but you're not getting the kind of results that you want to. This video right here, this particular one, is going to contain tips that will help you make absolutely mad sales with your Facebook ads. And I know this for a fact because I've used some of these methods, even though nobody's talking about them, even though nobody is teaching them or talking about them in detail, or enforcing that you actually do them. These are the things that are actually gonna give you an edge when it comes to running Facebook ads. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ndubisi here, aka Billy, aka King of Side Hustles, teaching you guys how to make more money on the internet. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the top secret techniques, which are actually pretty simple, but they're still secret, that nobody's going to tell you when it comes to running Facebook ads. So there's a few things you need to understand about Facebook ads, especially as it pertains to running an online business. There's a lot of people right now that are trying to run Facebook ads, are trying to make sales with their Facebook ads, but the common thing I see each and every single day is people saying that their Facebook ads don't work and they're not getting the kind of results that they want to. And 99.9% of the time I check it, most of them are not doing any of these things that I outlined in this video. So make sure you watch this video to the end to stay at an advantage over every other person in your market. Now, I don't care what product you are selling or what service that you are selling, these strategies, at least 2 or 3 of them, or even everything entirely, is going to work for you and make a difference in whatever you are selling. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make super bold promises, right? You can even call it over promising in your adverts. Many people don't do this, right? They are so scared when it comes to advertising because they don't make any kind of promises at all, right? They just say, oh, buy this product, and then they advertise it. So their idea about advertising is that, oh, once they put it out there, people will just be interested in it and buy. That is not how it works. You have to overpromise. Now, I got part of this concept from reading Aki Alabi's book, which says that most people, right, they are more interested in the promise that you make to them than even the delivery, right? I know human beings are, they're crazy, but that's just how it works, right? If you are scared to make that promise, you are not going to get people engaging with your post. Now, when I say promise, I don't mean tell people a lie, right? I mean that they should be a part of your business that you should emphasize very well and make people actually see the advantage. So let me just give a very broad example here. So if you sell cooking equipment, for example, you sell kitchen equipment, you sell a particular stove or something like that cooks, instead of just making an advert that says, oh, you can buy this stove, or just something random like that, something very basic, you can make a promise that if this stove spoils in the first 20 months or in the first 30 months that you use it, we are going to send you a brand new one, right? Or you can say this particular stove has actually been used to boil stone, right? So you want to say something absolutely crazy. The idea is that you want people to actually stop and reason it. Now, I understand why many people are not able to do this, because as a person who is writing the advert, or as the person at the back end who is looking at it, you are going to be judging it based on your own personal criteria. You'll be telling yourself, people are going to judge me or start asking questions about this thing. But that is not how advert works. You have to understand, you have to get out of your head when writing this kind of thing. You want something that can catch people's attention, because if you catch people's attention, it's going to be very easy for you to actually go ahead and sell. So make sure you are writing something outrageous, like something crazy, something that people will see and be like, this thing is like it's enough to catch me and actually keep me reading. It's actually enough to keep me looking at this particular ad. That is the first thing you want to do. It's the most important element in an advert. If your advert doesn't have that element, I don't care what you're doing. If you're complaining that you're not making sales and you are not doing this particular step, then I really don't know how to help you. Go back to your ad copy right now. Pick out something that you can overemphasize on. There was an advert I ran one time like that. I said, if this particular advert doesn't make you your money back in 30 days, call me a liar or ask me back for your money, right? Something outrageous like that is what is going to get people's attention and get them to actually pay attention to what you're advertising. And you can do this for literally anything that you're selling. You can apply this to land, you can apply this to cars, you can apply that crazy guarantee it doesn't mean that everybody that sees the guarantee is going to take you up on it, but what it does is that it breaks down that barrier that they would have had initially to actually working with you. That is what that guarantee is there for. And obviously, yes, more people are going to buy from you just because that guarantee is there. So if you don't have that crazy promise, you don't have that outrageous promise, outrageous, remember that's the key word there, outrageous. If you don't have it, go and put it into your advert right now if you want to start making more sales. The next thing you want to do is use video testimonials. Now guys, a lot of people don't do testimonials in their advert, and I'm wondering why the hell not, right? Especially video testimonials. Listen, there is the place of normal testimonials of people saying stuff that you've done for them, or just putting like screenshots and all. But you see video testimonials, if you can get your hand on up to 5 or 10 video testimonials of your product, you match them up together and you use them to run your adverts. If your advert doesn't work for you, come back and tell me, and I will give you the money that you spent on that advert. See what I did there? I used the promise, I used the outrageous promise here, but you understand how it's working now. So if your product is not selling, I can guarantee you that you're not using video testimonials. I can guarantee you there is something crazy about video testimonials, because video testimonials, especially when people see that it's by normal human beings, by normal people that have used that product, it just does something to the mind. There was a particular product I saw. This product was like 200k or something, and I know that what convinced me to even consider looking at that product for a second time was they used up to 5 people different testimonials, 5 different people, like normal average human beings, normal individuals of society, using that product. And just seeing that alone, I was super interested in it, right? So if you can, as much as possible, get video testimonials. Why do you think many all these influencers are killing it right now? People advertising on Instagram and the likes. It's because of video, right? Video works, and even in that sense, they are using influencers so people know that it's advert, and yet it's still working. Talk less of when you use normal people that have used your product. You have up to 10, 20 people video testimonials of your product, and you tell me that your product is not selling. Is a lie. It's a lie. It's not possible. I say it's not possible. If you have up to 10 or 20 video testimonials that you're using for your advert and people are not buying from you, it's not possible. It's a lie. Show me and I will give you back your money that you spent on that advert, right? So go ahead and get those video testimonials. I don't want you to start telling me. I know ways you can get your testimonials. I'm not going to spoon feed you and start telling you everything, but try as much as you can to get testimonials by yourself. And if you can get it, use it in your advert, and you are going to see a huge, massive difference in your advert results across board. All right. The next one is using increased engagement. Now remember, this video is all about giving you as many pointers to help you make more sales. And some people might start saying, oh, I've run adverts before and the advert didn't get any engagement, but still I was making sales. Nigga, I'm sorry, but I don't really care, right? If you want to make a lot of sales, forgive my French, but your advert needs to have enough engagement. And there's a very easy way to do this. Most of you already know. Simply start that advert and then use the engagement objective, right, to get a lot of engagement on that advert. It does something to the mind. Trust me, it does something to the mind, and you are going to get people that would buy just because there is a lot of engagement on that advert. Remember, this entire thing that we're doing is to hack into people's psychology, hack into their minds, and get them to actually engage with stuff. It is how people work. It is how people think, right? If you go on Instagram, for example, you go on Facebook, you see a video that has 20 views, you see a video that has 200,000 views or 2 million views, you are going to be more interested in the one that has more views. It is just how the mind works, right? So please and please use that to your advantage, and you are going to make a lot of money from your advert. I've given you 3 massive steps right now. The first one is what? Making outrageous promises. Make outrageous promises on your advert. The second one is what? Video testimonials. As many as possible, from as many people as possible. I don't care how you get it, just get it, right? And use for your advert, and you're going to see crazy results. And then the third one I'm telling you right now is having increased engagement. Make sure you have huge amount of likes. If you're using videos, have huge number of video views. Make sure you have those. It's possible to get shares. Get those on your particular adverts that you are running at this time. And then last but not the least is to tell a story with your adverts. Right now, this strategy, how do I explain it? So I talked about at the beginning that most people, when they run adverts, what do? They just tell people, oh, buy this product, it's good for you, blah blah blah, end of story. Click here to buy now. Offer is going away. They put countdown timers and all those things. Those things, yes, they might work, but remember, everybody is doing it. What most people are not doing is telling a story about that product. They are not telling a story of what somebody who has used that product in the past has experienced, or how their life got better, or even the entire process, how everything led to them getting that product actually. So tell a story. It could be the story of one of your customers who was doubting your product and then went ahead to get it, and then the product started working for him. Or it could be a story of someone who had a particular problem and came in contact with your own product and then solved that problem. Or it could be a story of someone who has been using your product for a long time and is now giving a testimonial based on the kind of results that they've gotten. So there are many angles, right? There are many angles. It could even be the background story of how this product came about, how the product was created. I'm going to do a video very soon on one of the most popular adverts of all time that made a beer company in the 80s, or was it in the 90s, a lot of money. And you're going to see the angle that they actually used to make a lot of money. But seriously, it's storytelling, right? You tell a story, you're going to engage more people. And here's another crazy thing about doing this method. You see those people that go into the comment section and they're always trying to advertise stuff, right? They hardly do it if your advert is a story. I know, right? It's crazy. If your advert is just a normal buy and sell stuff, you're going to see people in the comment section, advertising their wares, selling their markets all over, scatter their goods on the floor for people to buy. But if you tell a story with your adverts, all those people are going to disappear, and your story is just going to get people who are curious enough to follow the story to the end and then go ahead to buy that product. So these 4 massive tips, right? Nobody's going to tell you to do them with to go hard on them. But if you focus on these 4 tips, you combine them with whatever strategy you are doing right now. I'm sure you've paused your advert. Make sure you've paused your advert. If you combine these 4 strategies I've given you right now with any adverts that you are running, you are going to make so many sales that you come back and thank me. And me, I'm always open. I'm collecting tithe every time. So I want you to go try these strategies, come back and let me know how they worked for you. That is it for this particular video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, make sure to share it. As always, come back to this channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and also like the video, because I'm going to be giving you more straight, no BS advice like this that is going to help you make a lot of money in your online and even in your offline business. It's Ndubisi again, aka Ndubisi, aka King of Side Hustles, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.